right, welcome to Shooting It Straight. I'm Pistol Pete here with Ricky Revolver.
How we doing, guys? Well, I'll just give you a little bit of an update. We've been at work, other than our Monday through Friday, and we're doing it for you guys. So,
Of like our two listeners,
Hey.
listener.
hey, it don't matter if it's 1, 2, 2,000, 2 million.
That's right. You got to put in the work.
Putting in the work. So, we got an update. So, shootingitstraight.com is our web address. You can go to shootingitstraight.com, and that'll take you straight to Podbean, which is going to have all of our episodes. It's pretty much our headquarters for our podcast. So, if there's anything, comments or anything like that you want to drop on there, feel
Questions?
free. Yeah, questions. Yeah,
That's where it
definitely.
gets real.
Definitely. That's definitely where it gets real. That's for sure. Yeah, feel free. Drop us anything you want on there. I'm always looking at that, so or at least trying to.
Always.
At least trying to. Unless I'm on the road. I'm safety first. Don't be texting me when I'm on the road because I will not look at it. Okay. Anyways, back to the apps. So, and we have Spotify. It's another one that we just were able to get onto. TuneIn plus Alexa. Something that's like on your Alexa device. You can ask in for the podcast of Shooting It Straight. She'll play the latest and greatest episode, or you can listen to all of them. So it's pretty cool. We also just were able to get into today, actually, kind of a big deal. I know for Pete, he was pretty jacked up about
Stoked.
it. iHeartRadio. So it's kind of a big one for us, we feel. It took a little while to get into. It took the week for them to approve it because, when you get a podcast that rad coming around your way, it takes a while for you to approve it to make sure it's legit.
Sure,
Well,
we listened to it about 20 times.
I'm pretty sure they did. Pretty sure. And we're legit. So yeah, those are pretty much the main apps that we got for. I believe you can get either on phone or through Alexa that way. Now through computer wise, and I guess actually on the phone too, because what can't you do on your phone anymore? We got the Gram up and running.
Not sure how to use it really yet, but
Technology kind of left us behind. So we're running back as fast as we can. I don't know if you guys ever played the game Catch Up in elementary, but we're going. It's only 2 of us, so we're catching up, but we're getting there. So it's of course the Gram. It's shooting_it_straight. Look us up on there. Drop us a DM. We put a couple images on there. I think that's the right thing to say. Not 100% sure, but we're getting along with the lingo as well. But yeah, the Gram. So look us up on there. Like I said, drop us a DM, questions, comments, anything like that. Feel free to drop us there too. We're usually pretty on point on that one too, I would say. And last but not least is YouTube. Now YouTube, we all know how it works. I don't want to be that guy, but I gotta be that guy. If you guys want to look us up, it's Shooting It Straight with Pete and Ricky, and just hit that little subscribe button for us. That way then you're going to get all the episodes, everything. It's going to pop up right on your phone. That way if you're hiking, walking around, working, click on it. Need to laugh, get us on the earphones, and you got yourself a giggle or two. So that's pretty much what I got for all of our social media and apps. And if I get more, we'll kind of update you as we go along. But other than that, Pete, that's what I got, bud.
We're figuring that part out as we go.
Yes, sir.
All right. Wow. What a week.
Yeah, that's what I was told.
There's good things in the making. Gas prices are on the rise.
That's a good thing.
Your home energy prices are on the rise.
These all sound terrible.
No, what are you talking about? We're turning it around. You know what else I heard? Want to replace all the federal vehicles. I think 650,000 of them with electric cars. How's that for your tax paying dollars at work?
Oof.
Pretty soon you'll be working for free.
Oof.
That's good times.
It's kind of funny. You just said that. I just told my 5-year-old boy, I was like, make sure there's one thing you do in the world. Don't work for free. And now you just say, we're pretty much going to be working for free.
Yeah, all of us. That's all right. That's good times. So speaking of work, I had a week.
Yeah, how's your week, Pete?
Not
you were
good.
texting me throughout.
Not good.
Oof.
Not good. I actually contemplated. I actually early Monday morning I thought this is going to be the week I quit.
Ooh.
I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to go home. That's how good it started. Early.
Chills.
And it just kept going. All week long. I wouldn't say I hit the peak until like about Wednesday afternoon.
Okay.
And then it rolled smooth. How about you? Well, it rolled. I would say it started a gradual decline. It never got smooth till today when I left.
Yeah. I don't know. You know, it was weird. I woke up Monday and it just felt like it was going to be a weird week. And man, it paid off. Because usually, I'm going to shoot it to everybody here straight. Usually I'm the guy that works there for a year and doesn't really like it maybe, or not really the fit for him. I'm just looking for the right job for me. And, you know, I like where I'm at. You know, it's a fun job, but come Monday morning, the boss man kind of says he's looking to part ways with the company, and there's only 3 of us work there. 1 in the office and 2 in the warehouse, and you can take your pick on who works in the office, and that would be the old boss man. I don't know office work. I'm just now getting to learn this computer.
Yeah, you just learned the computer. You just got the social media up and going.
Yeah, so when you're talking about getting all the paperwork for insurance companies and all like that, ooh, that's like different galaxy, different all sorts, way beyond me.
But if the boss man rolls out, what do you do from then? What do you do from there?
Well,
He just left you hanging like that?
well, so I'm told, you know, we got like 6 months to look, which I'm a pretty good handyman. You know, I've been in the window business, been in the door business, been in all sorts. I mean, supermarkets, I've done all that.
Customer service? That's a great one. We need to get to some customer service stories.
Oh, that's just like a tidal wave of memories, thanks, and they weren't very good. But,
Really?
oh, let me just notch that down real quick.
Dude, customer service gig would be great. I think you'd be quick on your feet there.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of where I learned a lot of my stuff, actually, was customer service, because, man, you
got to fire it up before they hang up.
Man, and I was a lot of in-person customer service.
You were customer service, not telemarketer?
No, not telemarketing. No.
You got to fire that off before someone hangs up.
No, I've heard the old Pappy. Yeah, I've heard him firing off to the old telemarketers before, so that is definitely not a job I was ever going to get affiliated with. Those guys are getting
crafty, too. When it comes up on your cell phone, it shows, like, somewhere local, so you're like, oh, I should probably answer this. This could be so-and-so, and then, bam, they got you. Mm-hmm. So I just hang up.
I got one from Egypt once. And my caller ID said
about long
Egypt.
Distance. What would he have to talk to you about?
I don't know, but I mean,
let me guess. You had an uncle that died that you didn't know about, and you were about to inherit
the pyramid,
large sums of money.
I don't know. I didn't answer it, and my theory is,
too bad.
If it's a number you don't know, don't answer it, and if it's important, it's gonna leave you a message. If it ain't, no harm, no foul.
I don't even like it when they leave messages.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Telemarketers, they won't. They shouldn't, anyways.
I don't like it when anyone leaves messages. Like, I know who called. That's the point of the caller ID. Whoever invented the caller ID is just as badass as the dude that invented the peephole in your door. You already know who it is.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Just text me, or I'll call you back. But I think I have a voicemail box right now that's full, because everybody always leaves me messages when I don't answer. But who's going to take the time in the day and age of text messaging to listen to voicemails?
There's only 2 of us in the room, but that's a 50-50 answer there. I'm raising my hand.
You listen to voicemails?
Yeah, I'm old school. I keep her. I'm telling you, I'm country. We didn't get I'm telling you, when I was growing up in high school, coming into town
was a big deal.
Big deal.
Technology did leave you behind.
I didn't say it left. It was just a glimmer for me. I'm back there just casting my rod, just a nice Shimano, just 6-pound test.
Ball bearings.
Oh yeah, man. Not fresh either, you keep her well maintained. That baby lasts you for a long time. Nice little 6-pound test, man. Oof. Either get a nice little spinner bait on there, a little bit of late season, a little kind of just when it started to cool off a little bit, just get her across, bang, smacking them.
Coming to town was a huge deal for you.
But then, boom, there goes the technology. It was like a shooting star. I was like, oh, wow, that's cool. She go. But we're catching up.
We are catching up quick. All right, so I think that we should get into, work stories
Okay.
on a different time. I got something that I'm pretty excited about that I need to tell you about. You ever heard of jarts?
Jarts.
Mm-hmm.
I have not.
The javelin darts, lawn darts.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Long darts. Yeah. I've heard long darts. Yeah. Long darts. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm going to be vulnerable for a minute, which is something that I don't typically do very often. I didn't know till like last summer that lawn darts was an actual game.
Mm-hmm.
I blame that on my mom and dad. It sheltered me, I think.
Did you know now you can't even get lawn darts?
Oh, but I did. Yesterday.
That must have been black market.
Well, actually, I did a little bit of... Actually, I'll tell you how this went down. So, we were camping, and I see this older gentleman and his girlfriend. She had to have been a girlfriend. They were getting a little tipsy and a little fresh. While playing this game that I thought looked kind of dangerous. And I was like, I need to... I said, what is that? And one of my buddies says, dude, that's lawn darts. And I said, what the hell is lawn darts? He said, it's lawn darts. It's like a giant dart that you throw up and try to land in the circle or whatever. He explained it to me, and I was shocked. Where have I been? Like, I've been deprived. I mean, I understand now that it's a relatively old game, but it looks sketchy as hell, and I wanted one. And so I thought lawn darts was just like a phrase, like when something's sticking straight out of the ground. That was a lawn dart. Don't ask me where it came from, but I never even knew it was a game. So anyways, I started my search. It didn't take long to realize that you can't buy that game anymore because it was sketchy. So naturally, like all the best stuff, they banned the sale. And I searched Amazon, I searched eBay, I tried to find it anywhere I could, and I found out that your best chance of scoring a set is what do they say online, like garage sales or flea markets or something like that. So
that makes sense.
Looked up old Mama Pete because she knows some folks.
I bet she's got the hookups.
She came through. Mama Pete came through. This is a shout out to Mama Pete right now.
It.
So anyways, I said, hey, do you got any like older friends that, may have a set of these lawn darts sitting in their garage or something like that they want to sell? And she says, I don't know. I'll do some check-in. And lo and behold, came through. Guess how much?
$5.
20.
Oof, bargain.
So there's people that want to sell a box on eBay for like 100. I did find a set. Well, actually, Margaret found a set online from, I don't even know where it was. I don't even know how she found it. They wanted $300.
Was it the newspaper?
It probably was the newspaper.
Margaret loves the newspaper.
That would explain why she had her spectacles down on the tip of her nose.
Yep.
Thumbing through the paper.
Thumbing through the specifieds.
Might have been in the paper. You're right. I didn't ask, but anyways, I wasn't paying $300 for them. I mean, I wanted them bad, but I didn't want them that bad.
Yeah, that's...
So she did have a friend that had some, and he acquired them from his neighbor who he saw throwing them in the trash can, and said, "Hey, I'll take those." So I paid him $20 for them. Got them last night. Original box. From a True Value hardware store. It says $7.50 whenever they sold them originally.
Before my time.
Yeah, but that guy was pure profit. $20. His neighbor just gave them to him. So he scored, I scored.
I mean, who would throw those away? Who would just throw them away?
Dude, someone that obviously doesn't know what they're doing.
I mean, that's like anybody will buy anything now. You just put it on the market, you never know.
Yeah, well, it sounds like
I've seen a Cheeto for sale before.
Yeah, but didn't that Cheeto look like something?
Like a bazooka or something, or
yeah, it was like the dude. It was like the dude that had that piece of toast that looked like it had Jesus on it, and like they was like trying to sell it on eBay or something. I don't know. That was a few years ago, but it was sketchy. But people will buy anything.
Look at the Twinkie incident. Remember Twinkie when Twinkie supposedly went out of business that time? Remember? And then everybody
I thought
bought all those
Hostess went
boxes.
out of business and they came back with like 3 things. Not even the good raspberry filled donuts. But anyways, what happened to the Twinkies?
Oh my gosh, you and my wife and those raspberry filled donuts.
Dude.
Good grief.
Helen knows what's up.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Oh, Helen knows all about the great things about donuts and all everything.
Well, they have the ones.
the filling, but you know, I'm just
Dude, the raspberry filled powdered sugar donuts is where it's at.
man. I tell you, I'm just gonna link a lot of things back to country because I'm just give me an old fashioned, you know, glazed, you know, something like that.
No.
I'm over here living life. As
Try the
king.
powdered sugar with the raspberry filling. It's a game changer. Do you try it when she...
No.
What the hell is wrong with you?
No. No.
So you've never had one?
No.
That's where you went wrong, my friend. That, ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Revolver has no idea what he's missing.
Yeah, I've heard the saying, you know, don't bash it till you try it, or you know, something like that. But no.
All right, well, do yourself a favor and try the powdered sugar donut. What about the Twinkies, though? What
Well,
happened to the
so you don't remember that? Because
No.
I could have swore that Twinkies went out of business, or they were like going out of business. So they sold like people were selling boxes for like $750, maybe even more.
Well,
Like a box of Twinkies, like that
Really?
you buy. Yeah, if, like you buy from the drought, like the grocery store.
Yeah.
Like there's some for like $150, $600. It was something crazy. I remember it was something crazy because they were going out of business and it was like the last ones. And you know, and Twinkies can survive.
I was going to say, shocker that a place would go out of business when you can leave a Twinkie on like a fence post for 100 years and it won't...
Yeah, it could.
go
They
bad.
say it like can survive an apocalypse or something. That's why it's like wasn't there like a Simpsons or something? They like look for the Twinkie factory because it's the only thing that survived the apocalypse.
Yeah, so if you're gonna save them for a rainy day, Hostess is just gonna keep producing them, and no one's gonna be buying them if they can survive 100 years.
I mean, I like Twinkies. They're not bad.
You like Twinkies, but you don't
I'm
eat the
more-
raspberry filled donuts.
I'm more of a zinger though. You have the zingers.
Zingers are trash.
I don't know.
I'll the ho-hos or the ho-hos, right? That's the cupcake with the swirly frosting on it. Those are good.
So the cupcakes.
Yeah.
'Cause there's
those aren't
cupcakes.
ho-hos. The ho-hos are the
Yeah, the
swirl
ho-hos.
things.
Yeah, the ho-hos are the
Yeah.
curly ones.
You know what I could never get down for a Hostess product? What were those?
Don't say the ones wrapped in the tinfoil. The ding
No,
dongs.
the ding dongs were good. Was it the snowballs?
Oh yeah,
Wasn't that
100%.
like coconut or something?
Yeah,
like that?
100%. Yeah,
It's like
trash.
just
every
eating a
time.
mouthful of dry crackers. Or
Oh yeah,
something.
that's just getting your punting leg ready for football season toy right there. You just give her up and gave her a big old boot right out the door.
All right. Circle back to the lawn darts here. So I'm super stoked to play the lawn darts.
Yeah, you should have said something. I would have came over a lot earlier. We'd have been tossing them bad buggers.
That's right. I had to give the kids the old talking to, which they don't even know. They have no idea. I had to tell them that the lawn darts are an adult game because they're not real coordinated or don't have their distance down, and like they don't sell them for a reason because they're dangerous.
Helen at Horseshoes. Yikes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I mean, they give you just a nice path. It's just a straight shot. I mean, that bugger's straight as you can get.
Yeah.
I mean, I can throw that bad bugger blindfolded and at least hit the backstop. I'm just saying, watch your ankles, and just as my pappy told me, keep your head on a swivel.
So we're not playing lawn darts with Helen.
No.
Okay, so she's going with the kids.
If we are, we're putting her in the same group as the Stern talking to as with the kids.
The kids seemed actually relatively cool about it, but they just don't know.
You, Helen.
Yeah. No, listen, she's gonna get her time to shine. We're gonna get Helen and Margaret on here, and they're gonna be throwing shade like you wouldn't
Man, it's
believe.
gonna get
Guaranteed.
real dark in here.
Guaranteed. They surprisingly weren't that upset about it, but it's just because they don't know how cool it is yet. I'd be super pissed, especially the young one, because she is hell on wheels. So, which actually just had a birthday.
Right. Yeah.
Which brings me to an interesting question I have for you. I understand that it's that Christmas is coming on. By the way, if you have kids in the car and you're listening to it in the car, which we only have 2 listeners, so the chances are relatively low, but you might want to pause the old podcast. We don't want to be ruining anybody's Christmas.
Ooh, jogged my memory. Just since you said that, we did have a comment that I was seeing on Podbean. Now let me try to get to it.
From one of our listeners?
Yeah, it was from one of the listeners, and well, I can't really get to it right at the moment.
All right, well, anyways.
Shocker. But it was just saying, and I just wanted to reiterate that we're gonna do podcasts every Friday, and I post them onto Podbean, and they're distributed out on every Sunday about 4:30 or 5.
That way, it gives you something to do Monday morning when the boredom sets in at work.
Yep.
You could I'm gonna listen to these two clowns, see what they gotta say.
I mean, this Sunday it's.
Yeah. Just hold on. We'll get to that. I need to ask you an important question.
I mean, the goat's gonna be on TV.
So it's not Christmas time. Are you familiar with the Elf on the Shelf?
Yes.
Do you have an Elf on a Shelf?
No. Have I? No.
Are you gonna get one now? You betcha. I forgot to tell you, one of my favorite pastimes is getting that gift for someone that does not have one. Because I'm a little upset with the Elf on the Shelf, and because I'm not sure who thought that was an excellent idea, because you got just straight 30 days of dicking around with that thing. You're familiar with the idea, right?
I mean, I guess I get it, but the way you're talking about it, I guess I only got elementary version of it. The way you're talking, it sounds like it's like he's roaming around.
Ricky, he is roaming around. He does new stuff every night. Mostly he just makes messes and whatnot like that. So basically the Elf on the Shelf shows up after Thanksgiving. Supposed to keep an eye on the kids. That's what keeps your kid in line, because he's reporting to Santa and whatnot. So whoever came up with this idea, I'm a little upset with, because I'm going to assume someone that doesn't have any kids that you have to, let's say, appease with the elf. You have to get creative. He's busy. He's making stuff. He's driving stuff. He's fooling around with all your crap at night when everybody's asleep. And, then your kids come down and see what he tore up in your house from the night before. I can see you're a little confused. I'm going to get you one of these things. It comes a little book. It's like a how-to thing.
Man, that just sounds like my wife's going to be real upset.
Oh, Helen is going to be pissed. This is one of my favorite things to do, though, is someone that doesn't have one, get them one, because they're committed to doing it. Because your little boy's what, 5?
Yep, he just turned 5 this year, actually.
Okay, so long story short, anybody that knows what the Elf on the Shelf actually is, I think understands the frustration. He can't just be sitting in the same spot every night.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I get that.
Okay, well, It gets better. I told you that my youngest daughter had a birthday. The same clown that invented the Elf on the Shelf must have invented a birthday outfit for the Elf on a Shelf, and he shows back up on her birthday, or his birthday, or whoever's birthday, so you get to mess around with him then too.
I thought you were gonna say you met the guy that made the Elf on the Shelf.
I'd like to. I have a few things I'd like to let him know about.
That's where that story was going. I was like, well, dream come true for you.
I always took you for... If I didn't know Helen, I would say you were single, living in your mom's basement. Your mom was probably moving the elf for you still. Because that's the only logical explanation for someone. You would never want to do that on your own, so...
Yeah, whatever, dude.
You would never...
I forgot I gotta be somewhere. I'll be right back.
You would never want to do that on your own. You got a ton of things to do. The last thing that what if you forget?
Right.
If you forget to move.
Right. To get busy.
So, that actually brings up another interesting thing. Our youngest daughter is getting a little skeptical of the Tooth Fairy, the Easter Bunny, the Santa Claus. Want to know what kind of cool trick she just pulled on Margaret last night? She's been getting kind of sketch, and you got to be super sly when you're playing around with the Elf on the Shelf and you're doing your other holiday shenanigans. And So she lost a tooth. She didn't say anything to anybody. You know how kids are like so excited when they lose a tooth, and you're like, oh, hell, do I got cash in my wallet? You know, the tooth fairy's got to show up tonight. She didn't say anything. She put it under her pillow, and then told Margaret this morning, I didn't get any money for my tooth.
Little Nancy Drew detective
And
work
then
going
Margaret says, what tooth? Huh. That's weird. So, we got that going on too now. But,
Nancy
so,
Drew.
that may be... We may be coming to the end of our run with the Elf on a Shelf, so it looks like it's going to...
Oh, you have to pass him down or something?
I don't think you pass him down.
What,
Who knows? They don't want to... My kid's pretty festive. She probably won't want to give up her Elf on a Shelf, so I'll have to just purchase you a new one so that you can enjoy. Because he's what,
perfect. We'll
5?
play a little Secret Santa because I'm pretty sure you ain't bought the movie Red Dawn yet. Like you said, you're gonna.
No.
Wolverines.
You asked me if I had a VCR.
Oh, you don't?
Who has a VCR?
Okay.
Was that because
there's
you were
only
gonna...
2 people in this room?
Was that...
and one of them's gonna raise their hand. That's a 50-50 answer.
Was that because you were gonna lend me Red Dawn on VHS?
I mean, I know where there's a copy. Yeah. If you had it, I would have got it for you and brought it to you today, and we could have watched it.
Actually, what is that right there? Is that a combo?
Yeah, you kidding me, man? You had a VCR the whole stinking time.
Looks like I'll be watching Red Dawn. I'll be watching Red Dawn, and Ricky
That's a
will...
4-head, 1-touch recording long play.
That's the real deal.
I don't know.
All right,
It's just bold letters.
All right, well, if you have it on VHS, I'll watch it, and I'll get you the Elf. It'll come with a book. You'll know what you're doing, and then you'll get my frustrations. So, that's that.
Because we have frustrations with just getting the tree up.
Do you do the real tree or a fake tree?
Oh. Do you want me to go back to the country and give you the country story again? You should already know right off the head.
Dude,
I go lob me off a real tree, son.
So it's like one of those Charlie Brown looking ones.
I shouldn't say lob off because I don't use an axe. I guess it's kind of country with a little bit of city guy because I take my my sawzall out there, or my reciprocating saw. Wait, is it a reciprocating saw?
So it's like the Charlie Brown tree, though. It's like the one that has like
get
just
one that's like messed up.
Numerous like 6 arms on it, and you can see through the thing.
No.
It's all right. Mama Pete threw shade at me when we got in a fake tree.
Oh, Mama Pete would be impressed.
She probably would.
She's
a huge real tree fan. And when she was a little disappointed because we used to do the whole real tree and drag you out there so you can freeze. And then, you know what's handy about a fake tree? Everything.
I was going to say nothing.
When Margaret wants the tree, I just walk out to the garage, pick it up like a suitcase, because like the new ones even have handles on top of the box, and I bring it in. She's got that thing up, lickety split.
Man, your cred is just diving.
No.
It's got handles on it.
Dude, it does have handles. The old ones used to, the first one we had just came in a box, and you had to retape it every year. Now it's kind of like the tents. Remember, you had to jam.
Don't you? I thought you liked to go out in the woods. Don't you like to go out in the woods, get that fresh air, turn your phone off for
Dude,
a little
I love
bit,
going
spend
out
some
in the-
time like the Griswolds.
I love
throw that bad bugger up on top, get some rope.
Dude, do you
Close the
remember
door so
how
that bugger
Clark
ties tight.
Griswold's Christmas tree adventure went?
Yeah, that thing was huge.
Yeah. I mean, it was rad for sure, but
Yeah,
I probably would have left it outside.
That movie is awesome. It's a classic.
No, I'm just telling you, it's up in a second. You like the smell? I love going in the woods. I love the fresh air, but I don't like going in the woods and hunting for a tree now.
I do.
All right, well,
Gives you the excuse to look for some shed horns or something, you know.
if
Stretch the old legs, get the
there's
old
no sound.
get the old power wagons working, you know.
All right, well, just think about it. Then you won't have any arguments over the tree.
Okay, thought and rejected.
And then when it's time to take it down, you don't have to try to fit a half dead tree back out the doorway while the needles shed off, and then you got to vacuum.
I just take it back out the way with, you know, like you pull the tree back out, so it's only a couple pine needles. But then dumpster guy, he just comes pick it up and it's like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "Oh, yeah, Merry Christmas." Like, "Yeah, you too, man." Gave him cookies one time. He's a cool dude.
They always are.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. Waste Management. Kudos to you guys.
I don't know.
They hooked us up too, because
Waste Management. No, Waste Management's not that cool. When we first moved into our new house, not that far. I got a Waste Management story for you. So Waste Management doesn't play.
Play no games?
No. So, a couple of different times I've actually forgotten to put the trash cans out the night before, and the garbage man comes by here at like 6 o'clock in the morning. So he was down the street and coming back down the other side, and I tried to put the can out there and say it was there the whole time. I called in and said, like, hey, the guy didn't pick up my garbage can. And she will tell you exactly what time the garbage man was there, and that there was, in fact, no cans sitting there.
See, what you should do is just drug it to the other side of the road, just jumped in the bushes, just waited.
I thought about pushing my neighbors back into his driveway and throwing my cans out on his side. The other time when we first moved in here,
classic,
they wouldn't let me take my cans from my old house, which was like 3 miles away. Exact same size cans, but they wouldn't deliver the new ones because they didn't have them for a couple of weeks. So I said, well, what am I supposed to do with the garbage? Well, you can just put a couple of your own cans out there and we'll dump them. So I bought a couple of cans at the hardware store. $17 a piece. The guy came by, picked up the garbage can, dumped it into the back of that big ass truck rolling around your neighborhood, brought the arm back down, no can. So at what point in time do you not pick up the second one?
He's like, go ahead and keep buying garbage cans, and
yeah,
we'll keep throwing them away.
No. So he picks up the second one. It slips out of the arms into the big ass truck rolling around your neighborhood. Shocker. So I come home looking to move the garbage cans back down by the garage. No garbage cans. So I called Waste Management. I said, hey, where's my garbage cans? Oh, yeah, about that. We have the, they take your address and all that. We have about that. We have the notes here. They ended up in the truck. And I said, well, both of them are gone. Well, yeah, they slipped out of the arms. So when the first one slipped out, why would you pick up the second one that looks the same? Well, don't worry, sir. We'll credit you. Okay, sounds good. So what do I got to do? Bring my receipts for my garbage cans or what? Oh, no, we'll give you $10 a piece. They cost me $17.
So you take a $14 hit?
Yes.
We must deal with different people, because the lady I deal with, she's such a sweetheart. She's nice.
Dude, screw Waste Management. But I do need him to pick up my trash. Just kidding. Waste Management. That was Rick.
Yeah, there goes your bill.
Ricky said, Dang it. Now I got to pay more for garbage and gas and heat and pay for the Fed's electric cars. I'm definitely going to be working for free. All right. So, Ricky, here is my pro tip for the week.
Ooh, yes. I've been waiting for the pro tip.
We should have actually probably covered this one last week in the COVID episode. Because with all the...
Is it a downer?
It's not a downer. It's actually... I don't know. You tell me. So my pro tip of the week is if you're working from home, or if you're schooling from home, or doing whatever and you're doing the Zoom calls, please make sure your camera on your computer is off before you engage in any other activity other than the meeting you were entering. You heard anything about the...
I mean, you asked me if I've seen videos. I mean, I've seen like YouTube videos of, like, people getting up and they're either in their skivvies or they got a shirt on, but then they're nude.
Okay, well, there's that.
And the dude's just...
Yeah, and he thought the camera was off?
Yeah.
Well, there was also a guy from a pretty prestigious, I guess you could call it prestigious, I don't know if you call it prestigious, pretty big magazine, let's say, that was caught engaged in self-pleasure on his Zoom camera because he thought it was off, and it was not. I think you pretty much can guess what probably happened to him at the end of that.
That's
I mean, seriously, good for him having a job where your meetings just excite you that much that you just can't wait to turn your computer off before you, do your business.
Yep, no job comes to mind to me on that. There, Pete. Can't
you're
can't
not,
say
you're not
you
working
never
the
catch me
same
doing
place.
that.
You're not working the same place as this guy. Then it sounds like.
Was he working the strip club or something? I don't get what he's doing.
Well, he worked for a magazine, and he was on a Zoom call meeting of some sort.
So it was like one of those magazines.
No.
One of those wrapped in plastic ones.
No,
Are they still wrapped in plastic?
No, I don't even know. Do they sell those with the internet these days? You can find whatever you want on the internet for free. Why would you go to a gas station and get seen by your kid's teacher or something like that?
Because it's cool that way. That's the old school way. Everybody just wants to buy everything offline. No more in store.
All right. Listen, back to the story. More recently, the most recent dude getting busted engaging in inappropriate behavior was a Peruvian lawyer who was actually legitimately, from what I read, on an actual Zoom court proceeding or case or whatever you want to call it. And he didn't get his camera turned off before engaging in inappropriate behavior with his female client that he was representing. So, not sure how that's going to pan out for him, but the pro tip of the day is if you are on any sort of Zoom meeting, let's make sure that camera's off before we, it ruins your life or your career or something of that nature.
Now, is that like a software you gotta install, or is that like an app or something? Or
Zoom?
Zoom.
I think it's like Skype or whatever.
Okay, Skype. I know Skype.
I don't work in one of those jobs where I have to use anything like that.
No.
So I think I'm good on that. But that was just a pro tip for the one or two listeners that we have.
No, I just did the old long drive today, so ain't no Zoom calls for me.
Yeah.
You saw my video.
Yeah. So you're
little ice road trucker scene for you.
So you're probably safe. All right. So, Ricky, this is your time to shine.
What's that?
We got the Super Bowl coming.
Oh, bud.
So Ricky here is probably the one and only Tampa Bay fan I've ever met.
I have only seen 3 different vehicles. That there's a truck in, pretty close to where I work, that it's jacked up, wide tires. I mean, I'll admit it. It's a bit cooler than mine, but it's littered with Tampa Bay. It's got the big Tampa Bay logo on the back.
Yeah, was
Tampa
that
Bay
a recent? Because I was at the grocery store the other day and saw some clown wearing a Tampa Bay hat. And you're the only one I've ever seen representing Tampa Bay gear.
I know that's
So
what everybody asks
recently-
me. Oh, you just like Tom Brady? You're actually a Patriot fan? I'm like, have you seen my hat? Look at that. That's disgusting.
All right, just for everybody listening, that's legitimate. He's not a bandwagon fan. He is a legitimate Tampa Bay fan. I mean, back
2002. I remember the exact day, well, not time, but I remember the time. Or I'm just gonna say time. I remember where I was. We played the Oakland Raiders and we won. That's the only Super Bowl we've ever won, and we've only been to the playoffs. 07? I think it was 07.
I don't really know. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't follow.
Because I believe it was the year before. Yeah, I think it was the year before I graduated. I believe it was 07. And we're back in the playoffs. And where we at? We're playing against the best quarterback. Well, 2 of the best quarterbacks in the league. I mean, rest in peace, Big Ben. I mean, I love Big Ben. I'm a big fantasy football player. Always had Big Ben.
Well, yeah. Puts up big numbers.
He does.
I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't care who wins. I was kind of hoping that Cleveland would make the Super Bowl once my team lost out because for a couple of different reasons. For one, pretty impressive that they seem to have turned that program around. I mean, I would say completely did almost a 180 like that. And another thing that, although it's wrong and I don't condone any of that kind of behavior, condone's the right word, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, it might not be, but I don't.
Then use a different word.
I don't.
You don't believe in it?
No, I'm trying to think. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm pretty sure condone is the right word.
Yeah. So, win or lose, it would be impossible to, if you didn't watch the game, know what the outcome was. Because win or lose, they're burning that city down. Kind of like back, in Oakland, win or lose, they're rioting and tipping down light poles and stuff. And although I don't think that is that's ultimately like vandalism, it can be entertaining because you're trying to figure out, like, I mean, are they upset or are they celebrating? Or so I was like all on board for Cleveland for one because it's been a minute. It wasn't that long ago when they didn't win any games. So back to your
yeah. I want
here.
both teams healthy because I just want two goats out on the field just grazing away, high scoring Super Bowl. Tampa Bay's up on top. Well, Tom Brady, I thought was going to retire after this year.
Yeah,
after
hold
he
on.
won the Super Bowl, but he's coming back.
He says he's coming back, but legitimately, I mean, like
that dude is handsome for his age.
Dude, he's immortal.
I tell you,
and I'm not a Tom Brady fan because, well, I'm kind of like rivals back when he played in New England or whatever. But so I'm not a Tom Brady fan at all. But the dude's immortal. But that actually brings me to a fairly decent question: is if they do win, what are the chances that he does retire? I know he said he wanted to play till he was 45, but how do you not go out on a high?
I think that dude he lives on a high.
He has a lot more highs in him.
Yeah, he just lives up high.
Yeah, gotcha.
He's like up high, like, man, I wonder what it's like to be down there again. Maybe I should retire sometime.
But like,
nope.
It wasn't that long ago. We were just talking about Jameis Winston. I mean, like, massive amounts of completions, but like to the other team.
And so you got the true 30 for 30.
Yeah, you were
tonight on ESPN.
You were down, like, you were way down here. Mm-hmm. Now you're way up here. Mm-hmm. Then he retires. What are you going way back down here? Or like, I mean, like, what's their game plan if he does retire?
He won't. He's coming back for one more year.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, one more year.
Well,
because he's going to be, if he wins in Tampa Bay, the first time ever in NFL history that it's ever a home team has played on their home field, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the first time in NFL history, and if he comes away with the W there, I mean, how does he ever get topped as one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history?
I don't know. I got to
because Tampa Bay was, well, I shouldn't say one player away because we got like 8. But
I got to be honest with you though. I mean, like, the Chiefs are like red hot, and
I mean, Patty Mahomes. I mean, I'm a Mahomie. I love. That's what I'm saying. It's 2 goats out there grazing. It's
dude,
just gonna be
that kid's amazing.
Slinging.
I mean, that's what he does. I see like a young Tom Brady and a young Patriots out of them right now, like just winning. That's what they do from here. So
yeah, and all the people that give that Cleveland guy the bad rep of hitting. I mean, it's a contact sport, man. It's not like he rammed his head into the ground or anything. For Patty Mahomes, I mean, you don't want to see anybody get hurt.
Well, no, you don't want to see anybody get hurt. But more realistically, let's say, what did they? So you have a grown ass man, and you have getting paid. What did they pay him? Like $503 million for 10 years or something like that. Oh, and then his mom gets on and yells at the dude. Or didn't you see that? His mom gets on and like throws shade at the dude that hit him. Like, come on, man, let him handle his own business.
Yeah, that guy was pretty cool though, because he even commented back too, I think.
Yeah, I didn't see any of the rebuttal.
I can't remember what he said, but I mean, it was all positive. He wasn't firing back. He was like, I mean, it's a contact sport.
Well, it was an accident.
I mean, I did.
That's what it's a contact sport. He's a grown ass man. He's getting paid a lot of money. His mom comes on there to scold the dude hit him. Dude's been getting hit since he was probably like 6 years old.
So I just kind of want to spin that because I mean that is a lot of money, and I want to kind of put myself in an NFL player's shoe. If you say you were
me, Pistol Pete.
Yeah, you Pistol Pete in high school.
I'm throwing out of the shotgun every time.
Oh, you're QBing it up. You're QBing. I'm kicker. I'm field goal. 100% kicker, right here. I'm like a Sebastian Janikowski. I got the gut and I got the leg.
And can't take a hit.
And can't take a hit because I ain't wearing pads.
I want to be a QB because I don't want to take a hit.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what? Realistically, that's why Tom Brady's still playing at 43 years old. He's been hit like 3 times in his whole career.
When you're the GOAT, yeah.
Yeah. So he has a lot less miles on him, let's say.
But he's got a lot of rings.
Well, yeah. He does have a lot of rings, but
I can imagine how heavy that hand is with all them rings on it.
It's a workout, just holding up those rings.
I'd take one of those rings and just sell it, and I'd be set for like the rest of my life. Maybe not the rest of my life.
You'd burn.
Probably like 6 months.
All right. Well, realistically,
it's a big jump.
I'm gonna pull for the Bucks to win it because I don't want to see my boy old Ricky Revolver.
You don't want to be a one-man show next week, that's for sure.
That's right. So that's when I'm going for Tampa Bay to take it and the go Tom Brady. I mean, undeniably the dude's good. So hopefully they'll pull it out. I don't know though, man.
You want to know what I think?
Yes.
31-34.
Tampa Bay.
And we win it on a 56-yard field goal.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right.
Tom Brady does a slant pass. Well, man, I need to see if. To be honest with you, I haven't even seen if Antonio Brown's playing yet, but I've got a feeling that's
realistically, I'm going to tell you right now.
And I'd hate to see that happen to you because that would make you real upset.
I'm going to say that I hope I'm gonna pull for Tampa, but
I know it's a soft spot on you there.
I kind of hope both teams lose.
Oh yeah, I forgot old Mr. Bell on the other side.
Because I don't want either one of those drama queens to get a ring.
Ooh, coming from a. Did you say you were a Pittsburgh Steelers fan yet?
I did not say that I was a Pittsburgh Steelers.
I'm pretty sure they saw my me saying Big Ben, but yeah, you know.
Yeah, maybe. I did not say I was a Pittsburgh fan, but
cat's out the bag.
I'm a little. I think that they're both a little bit of drama queens, and that they were extremely selfish, and I'm holding a grudge. That's the easiest way to put it. I don't want either one of them to have a ring. So I mean, that's where I stand. But I'll pull for Tampa Bay this time because Ricky's getting his day. He's getting his day in court right now.
It's been a long time.
Sunday's the day.
It's been a while.
What's
a lot of losing records.
So let's go the other way here. What's the end game for old Ricky Revolver if they fall to the Chiefs?
Well, I told Helen in the beginning of this year, if we didn't make a change, and this is before any trades, any of that, because I've got some Tampa Bay swag. You might say too much. And I told her that if we didn't make a change and we're going to keep rolling how we're rolling, I'm burning it.
All of it?
All of it.
In the front yard?
In the front yard, fireplace, all of it.
After the game?
After the very last game.
Like immediately after the game?
Because it was the season before that. It was the very last game. And I was like, watch this. It's going to be a Winston pick six. And we're against the Falcons to end the season. A slant, pick six. I was like, well,
bam.
If we don't make a change, I'm burning everything that I own.
Okay, but you did make a change.
Did make a change. And
but
look where we're at.
Does the statement hold true?
I mean,
if you fall to the Chiefs, I just had to know that could be our first pick on the gram is you burning all the stuff in the front yard.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't actually burn it. I act all tough. I wouldn't actually burn it.
That's too bad. That would have been great.
I just put it in a box and I burnt it. Yeah, it's gone. And I just put in the garage or something. It's okay. Just stay there for later when we start getting good again.
Yeah. All right. Well, so that'll be my pledge is that I will be on standby if Ricky decides that he's gonna burn the gear.
For the first. Okay,
I'll be over there looking to take a picture, and we'll get that on the gram immediately.
You have to excuse my friend. He's a little slow. I get what you're going.
All right, so
or YouTube. We can put it on YouTube.
We can put it on YouTube too.
Yeah,
we'll put it both places. Let's put it
YouTube.
on both places.
Yeah, we could.
Let's put it on both places. We'll say, "Here's Ricky shedding a tear in his front yard while burning his Tampa Bay gear," and there's Helen yelling at him for acting a fool.
Yeah,
should be good stuff.
She wouldn't be very happy about that.
I think she would. She just doesn't know it yet.
She's probably not gonna be happy about my swords either.
Probably not, but
they're pretty cool.
Remember what I said last week. I've had those forever. You just gotta throw a little dust on the sheath there. You'll be alright. She'll understand.
Yeah, it's like something from Kill Bill or something.
Yeah, that brings me to another pro tip, but we're gonna have to talk about that next week.
Yep, jot it
Remind
down.
me about
Mind
the
it.
pro tip next week, and I'll explain to you what you do about that. All right, so
You got anything else for me? You want to fire anything else at me?
I
Or
think that's it.
no? I mean, I don't have anything else either. I mean, other than go Tampa, and you guys got anything to say to us or anything else? Feel free.
And we'll hash out the outcome of the game with Ricky on the very next episode.
Yep.
So,
Yep. You guys got any topics you guys want us to talk about? I mean, you can kind of see that we'll talk about anything. So,
Yeah, we
got
don't care.
any suggestions?
Lay it on us.
Lay it on
We'll
us.
always shoot it straight.
Yep.
So that's it for Pistol Pete and Ricky Revolver. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.